This is the Doogee VMAX disassembly. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and follow me on Twitter so you'll be notified once I upload a new video. And if you need any tools, there are links in the description. To start off, the SIM tray needs to be removed. Here's a better look at that. Now heat needs to be applied to the screen to loosen up the adhesive underneath, and then a pry tool can be used to pry the screen off. The glue or adhesive on this screen is extremely strong, so you're going to have to apply a lot of heat on and off over a long period of time, and you're going to have to use a strong suction cup tool to help you gently lift the screen up and give you some leverage to be able to pry the screen off. There's a T6 or Torx 6 screw holding down the cover for the connector on the screen that needs to be removed. Now the screen flex cable can be disconnected from the extension flex cable that connects it to the main board. Here's a better look at the screen. Now 12 more T6 or Torx 6 screws need to be removed. Here's a better look at the aluminum midplate. The battery cables can now be disconnected, followed by the rest of the flex cables. There are 7 Phillips screws that are holding down the battery assembly. Here's a better look at the massive and heavy battery assembly. In total, this battery has a 22,000 mAh capacity. And upon taking a closer look, we can see there are 4 separate 5,500 mAh batteries, which are joined together as one. Here's a better look at the 32 megapixel front-facing camera. There are 5 Phillips screws on the main board that need to be removed. Also, the 2 earpiece speaker cables which are soldered to the main board need to be desoldered. So looking at the main board, we can see the proximity sensor located on the top corner, a 3D layer of graphite film covered in copper tape over the front shields to help transfer heat, and the SIM reader located underneath it. On the other side, we can see the main 108 megapixel camera, as well as the 20 megapixel night vision camera and 16 megapixel wide angle camera. None of the cameras have OIS or optical image stabilization. The camera cables can be disconnected by just popping them off. And here's a better look at the assembly. There's more 3D layers of graphite with copper tape on the back shields to help transfer heat. The cables for the bottom speaker, which are soldered to the subboard, need to be desoldered. There are 2 Phillips screws that need to be removed. Here's a better look at the subboard and bottom plastic assembly. There are also some antenna lines drawn on this plastic assembly, which are the light gray color lines. The 3 Phillips screws holding down the subboard need to be removed. Looking at the subboard, the primary microphone is located here, and the charger port's located here. Here's a look at the other side. There are more antenna lines drawn on this plastic assembly. The vibrator motor is located over here, and it's soldered to the secondary board. The dual LED flash is also located on the secondary board, as well as the night vision lights. The white coaxial cable leads to an antenna board on this side, and one of these black coaxial cables lead to another antenna board on the other side. The NFC antenna is located on the bottom, and the flex cable for it is here. And this is the flex cable for the fingerprint reader on this side, as well as the flex cable over here for the volume keys. And this flex cable is for the button on this side. One last thing to mention, there's a separate loudspeaker on top, in addition to the earpiece speaker which is located next to it, both of which are held in place with a cure-in-place gasket. For the repairability score on this phone, I give it a 4.5 out of 10. Now it's time to reassemble the device. Once everything's back in place, power on the phone, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.